Welcome back to Decentralized News. So today we are doing a project review, Quant Network, which is a project that is sort of centered around delivering interoperable systems and real-world solutions that are supposed to lower cost and also enable new business and also to mitigate risk in the crypto ecosystem. And they are sort of working to serve banks, asset managers, and other financial institutions, and also enterprises and the technology partners that include fintech developers who also support Quant. So it's going to be an interesting video. We're going to get into QNT and what this project is all about. So stay tuned. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. So let's start with what Quant is trying to actually do in terms of the problems that they're trying to provide solutions to. So they say that their aim is pretty much to solve some pressing problems in finance with some solutions that are tailored for digital currencies, for payment systems, for supply chains and trade finance, and also for capital markets, compliance, and insurance. So this sounds like an all-round project that is looking to tackle some pretty significant use cases. So let's start again with just giving you a little bit of an overview or background of what this project is all about. So it came into the cryptocurrency space around June of 2018, and they had a very simple goal, which was pretty much to connect blockchains and networks on a global scale without actually reducing the efficiencies and interoperability of the network. So it is actually the first project to solve the interoperability problem through the creation of the first blockchain operating system. So this is a big deal, and we are going to see what has been this hype that is really been the talk of the town when it comes to Quant lately. So we'll get into that in just a second. So before we get into all of the technical details on Quant, they do have a native ecosystem token, which is a QNT, which you can pretty much find on different exchanges, including Bybit, Binance, Femex, and so forth. All of these exchanges we've reviewed in detail on Decentralised.news, so you can always head on over to our main site to check those out. So let me just give you a bit of an overview of first of all what Quant Network is actually really trying to do in terms of their aim of using this overledger system, which is bridging the gap that they say exists between different blockchains. And they also say that the backbone of the actual project is in fact this overledger network, which Quant builds as the ecosystem of the future digital economy that they're building. So overledger allows developers as well to build decentralized multi-chain applications that are known as maps. And these are for our customers and for developers to build a map network. They must hold a certain amount of QNT tokens. So that's kind of one of the utilities of that native token as well. Now we can sort of start to look at what makes Quant unique, because the token is trading at about $97 thereabouts at the time of shooting this video, which is quite a significant sum, and it's been making some waves. So I just want to really give you a bit of an overview of why this project is being said to be a little bit unique and why people are interested in investing in the project. So since the introduction of blockchain, according to the team, innovators have found different use cases that have been trying to sort of solve using DLTs or blockchains. But of course, there's this issue of interoperability, which is just the interconnectivity of different blockchain networks in order for transactions and data to move seamlessly, but in a very controlled, systematic way. So this is where the problem begins, and this is what Quant is trying to do. So more than actually just multiple blockchain interactions, Quant actually creates also some different layers for apps in order for them to interact at different levels. Quant has different layers for transactions, for messaging, for filtering and ordering, and an application for sharing and referencing identical messages that are related to other applications as well. So the Quant App Store has the ability to read and monitor transactions across multiple ledgers, and using this overledger system, developers also write smart contracts across a wide range of chains, including those that they don't support, such as Bitcoin. So developers can also use the store to create and release multi-chain applications, which are these maps. Okay, so that is pretty interesting as far as what Quant is trying to do. So like I said, it is secured over the Quant network, and Overledger is what ensures communication among different DLT networks and also interacts with different blockchains. So you can buy a Quant on different exchanges, some that I've mentioned earlier, but you can also find it on some others like 1inch, which is a decentralized exchange. You can also find it on Bittrex and on Uniswap V2. And so that is what Quant is all about. There was some news floating around just recently about them doing some collaboration with some public enterprises, and so maybe this is sort of signaling that, you know, they have some base technology there that is a fundamental, that is core, that probably will be in the space to stay. But what I would say is you should always do your own research before you buy into any sort of token project. You should always do your due diligence, check out what the development side is, check out what the team's credentials are, make sure you understand what the ecosystem offers in terms of their value proposition, and what their roadmap actually looks like in terms of what is feasibly possible for them to deliver with the capacity that they have in terms of developers that are working on these types of projects, and also just to also see what kind of partnerships that they have, because like I said, if they're making maybe partnerships with the government or some other public entities are starting to build things using their technologies, then, you know, that kind of tells you that maybe there could be some support that could also propel them through some tough conditions in the markets, where you see a lot of token projects start to struggle with funding and keeping their development ongoing and competitive. So, you know, when you're choosing different tokens, you really need to make sure you're doing your research and you just don't jump into things, and also just make sure you use the resources that are available to you free. You can go to decentralized.news. We have a resources tab where you can pretty much find hundreds of different types of resources. If you're interested in DeFi, in trading, in NFT marketplaces and things of that nature, you can find it there. But if you just want to support the channel, please give us a like, give us a subscribe. Also check out the links in the description to my books, Tokenized, Trillions, and Blockchain Applied. They deal with real world asset tokenization on the blockchain. Until next time, like, share, subscribe, turn on the notifications, guys. See you in the bit.